Hey guys, I'm Chad, that's Andy, and we're Team PGR. I'm Doc Brown, and oh wait, is that not it? Okay. So what we're going to do today is replace the pyrofuse in a Tesla Model 3. This is obviously not a functioning car, but we need to prove that the battery's good, so we need to get it charging. And the only way to do that is to replace the pyrofuse. The first thing we have to do is disconnect 12 volt power. This obviously has the battery out of it already, but you would disconnect the negative side over here first. And the second step, and the most important for 12 volt power, is under the seat. On this side over here, there's a connector that has a little latching anchor that pulls out of the penthouse. The penthouse is the high voltage control portion of the battery. And this, we obviously have this mostly apart already. You can see this is how you get the seat out. There's no tools required to get the seat out. There's just little clips here that you dig your finger under the seat, pull this, and then the seat pops up and out. Same thing on this side, although that clip is busted and gone. But and then once you have the 12 volt power, before you open this up, you're going to want to wait at least 10 minutes, somewhere in that neighborhood, which is definitely enough time to get the seat supports off. So we do that next. These are all Torx and 15 millimeter bolts. So I'll take seat supports out. This right here is the access port where you check to see the 12 volt or that high voltage has disconnected, because when you disconnect this you should hear a thump, and that's the contactors in the battery disconnected. Since the pyro fuse is blown on this car, we didn't hear a thump because it's already disconnected. So when we open this port, we should not have any voltage at these two terminals that are underneath here. All right, all the fasteners holding the cover for the penthouse on are a female, well, they're male pentalobe Torx, and it's an oddball Torx bit that's not easy. You can get it from Tesla, you can get it on eBay, that kind of thing. So that same with the fasteners holding this part on. Now technically I should have my arc flash gear on, so we'll take these out first. Get a close-up on that. Those are where you want to check for voltage. If there's any kind of voltage between either of those contacts or either of those contacts and the metal of the penthouse, then you need to stop and figure out why. That means there's something damaged in there that's not allowing the contactors to cease high voltage. We live? Nice. All right, sweet. So I don't have full arc flash, but I have arc flash gloves, rubber on the inside of rubber on the inside of leather. The leather protects the rubber, and then I have cotton gloves on the inside of that. I got the face shield. I really should have ear protection because arc flash is very loud, and I should have a full jacket. But we're gonna go with this for today, and we're gonna check at these ports if there's still high voltage inside the penthouse. I think we're making contact. Hard to see. All right, here we go. So we're going to check voltage at the ports. We had to make some inadvisable modifications to our tools because they wouldn't hit the plates at the bottom. So here we go. Good contact. Contact, no voltage, nothing, 0. Nada, nothing. Okay, let's check. To there, no. And to there. Nothing. Chassis, nothing. Chassis, nothing. So we're good. The next thing is we got to take all these pentalobe bolts out. These are just spring loaded, so they stay connected, but there's about 15 of these. So we'll do that, and I'm sure we'll put it on high speed. So, I think we got this thing loose. Pull it off. Good idea to keep all tools and parts clear. Oh, look at that. See, this one had the same deal. You smell that? I know you can't smell that on YouTube, but the pyrofuse blowing in there, it smelled like a shotgun shell went off in there, which is basically what that pyrofuse is. It's just a little shotgun shell. But this car is kind of interesting because there should be covers on these high voltage. And the other car that we took apart, it was the same thing. It was missing all those high voltage caps for the bolts, which was crazy. But here's your pyrofuse. There. You're not going to be able to tell on the outside. There's the new one. You're not going to be able to tell on the outside that it's blown. But. So then we're going to use our insulated tools and put the face shield back on to undo the bolts, because we never know. Could still be live. It's good to be good to be cautious. All right, insulated tools. Take the bolt off. Technically, we should have a perimeter around the car and not, but you know, we'll just say the cameraman's wearing Ashflight arc flash too. Right, Andy, you're wearing arc flash? That's it. That's all there is to it. Blown. Label towards the driver's side, or I guess left-hand side. There's actually a socket that goes down into the. It monitors the condition. You can see it down in there, so that connector has to fit down into the socket. I believe Tesla has a procedure for cleaning those contacts, but we'll just check the resistance. Really all we're trying to do is check the condition of the battery and make sure it charges. So. Because this battery is for sale. Weird, I think I saw an arc there. Hopefully I was imagining things. Now there's a torque spec. I don't know what it is. We're just going to snug it up. I think it's pretty low. We'll add it to the video, but we got to check the resistance now, especially if you're going to rely on it to supercharge or in a performance car. Oh, where's the resistance? Here we go. So we check the resistance between the bus below and the bus on the 0.1. That's a bit high. I think it's 0.06 or something. We'll put that in the video at the end. I probably need to change the range here. Alright, let's try that. So again, we're checking between the base and the actual 0.1, so that's maybe a bit high. .1, but it's good enough to check the condition of the battery and the charging. So I'm going to button this back up and see if the car charges. Alright, so now that the pyrofuse is replaced, we're charging at 12 amps. So we believe we have a good battery. It was 66%, we're going to take it up to 70 and make sure everything goes well, and then we'll be good. Flashing green light. Put in drive, let's take it down the road.